there, this is Waliola Olaiwola. I want to welcome you once again to my channel. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for your support. If this is your first time of watching my video, I'm excited having you here. Thank you so much for your support. It might look so small to you subscribing to my channel, but it's something big to me, and I truly appreciate your support so far. Please take your time to subscribe to my channel and leave a thumbs up for the video if you gain a value at the end or as you move on, so that YouTube can show this video to more people. And I want you to leave down in the comment section below code pitching, because that is what I am about to show you. With code pitching, there is a lot of things you can do and you can gain with it. You can gain customers and clients who will be paying you thousands of dollars to provide the service that you already know how to do. I call this code pitching 101. So starting from the very beginning, what is pitching? Pitching is, okay, let's check the dictionary to see what pitching is. It's when you are trying to persuade someone to sell. Okay, an effort to sell, definition number 4, an effort to sell or promote something. In pitching, you are trying to pitch your service, you are trying to sell yourself, you are trying to promote your expertise in a certain area, in a certain field. Let's say you are a content writer, you want to promote yourself, you want to sell yourself as a content writer. Or let's say you're a website designer, or you are a programmer, or you are a video editor. Whatever it is you know how to do, you are trying to sell yourself. So that is pitching. You want to pitch your service. We can also call it sales pitch. All right. Moving forward, we have how many type of pitching? Two types. We have cold pitching and we have warm pitching. Cold pitching is when you are trying to pitch people that do not know you. And warm pitching is when you are trying to pitch people that already know you. So both of them work, but you need to know how to go about it. All right, so how do you pitch? What are the elements of pitching? Okay. Cold pitching is the most important thing you can do. Although I've had people who have success in warm pitching. They have pitched people, that know them. So we call this warm pitching. So you can just reach out, do an outreach to all the people in your timeline, to all the people in your contact list, and let them know what exactly you do. That is warm pitching. But cold pitching is trying to reach out to people who have never heard of you before. Since the number of people who do not know you, supersede the number of people who know you, then it is only logical for you to want to take both seriously. You want to go after the large chunk of people who do not know you, because your money is in strangers' hands. All right. So what are the things you need? What are the elements you need? You need leads. Leads are potential buyers. They are people that can hire you to do their service. They want to hire your service. You need them and you need their email address, because you need to pitch them, and you need to pitch them with what they have, like their email address or their phone number. All right. So, although most of the time, what you need is their email address, not their phone number. But if everything else has failed and you have tried to reach them in any other way, but you can't find their contact, then you can use their phone by reaching out to them on WhatsApp, for instance. Moving forward, you also need subjects of your email. So this is what the first thing they see. Let me show you a sample subject of email from my own email. Okay, look at this. This Google My Business, the one you see at the top, is a sample subject. Okay, another one. This motivation isn't the problem. The one at the top
Angel at ConvertKit is the name of the sender. That is your name. Then the one that comes below it in the middle, that is the subject. It is what a recipient would see, and they would decide if they want to, open your email or not. If the person you are sending an email to, your pitch to, are not opening your email, if the person did not open your email, what use does that email serve to you? It doesn't serve you, because if they don't open your email, how can they read what you put there, and how can they hire you if they don't read it? I hope you get what a subject is now. Then the body of your email. This is the email itself, the pitch itself. And lastly, we have the conclusion. All right. Now, let me give you sample subjects. So there are some subjects that get opened, while there are some other subjects that do not get opened. Let me show you examples. So subjects that catches your attention, tend to get open. You know, the reason you did not see me opening any of this is because it doesn't really catch my fancy. I do not feel like opening them because they do not promise me anything to, you know. So look at this IOU team, supercharge Ramadan. I was like, okay, what do they mean by supercharge? You know, the ones I opened, they caught my fancy, and the ones I didn't open, it wasn't that interesting. So if your subject is very persuasive, so they will be forced to open it. All right. So um sample subjects. Subject number one, your service, at company name. This your service is what you offer. Maybe you're a website designer, maybe you're a content writer, a graphics designer, a video editor, whatever it is you do, that is your service. So at company name. So I've put an instance, SEO at Bumblebee Limited website. So meaning that I want to offer an SEO service for Bumblebee Limited, name of company website. I want to offer it for their website, right? Another one is to use question for name of company. For example, question for Bumblebee Limited. So they would open it to see what the email entails. Now the pitch strategy. You have to follow the GCCC or GC raised to power 5 strategy. And what is that? The G stands for greetings, the first C stands for compliments, the second C stands for credibility, the third C stands for case study, the fourth stands for call to action, and the last C stands for conclusion. Now let's take them one after the other. Let's take sample greetings. Okay, sample greetings. You say hello name. So meaning that after you have put the subject, the next thing is you greet them. Hello, you mention their name. Hi, you mention their name. Good day, you mention their name. A, you mention their name. For instance, hello, John, or hi, John, or good day, Jane, or A, Romero, whatever it is, the name of the person you are trying to reach out to. Sample compliments. So you want to compliment them first after you have greeted them. That's the way you open the email, the body. An example, a sample. I respect what you do at company name. It's an impressive feat helping people do XYZ. Mention what they do at their company and you do it well. So this is the sample of compliment. Another sample compliment. What a great channel you got there. Name. It could be any kind of channel. So you are complimenting them. Another one. I checked out your blog or website or social media page, etc. And it's quite commendable maintaining a solid media presence online. So um all of these are sample compliments that you can use when you are writing your body. Another one, especially when you are writing your pitch, sample credibility. Now it is time for you to show your credibility. Why should they listen to you? Why should they hire you? Why what makes you important? What makes your email and your pitch important? So these are samples. My name is, you mention your name, and I'm a freelance, you mention it, maybe freelance writer or freelance website designer or freelance whatever it is, freelance copywriter. I have a certificate in expertise at mention authority. For example, you can say I have a certificate in copywriting at Udemy, or I have a certificate in copywriting at HubSpot, or I have a certificate in programming at, you mention where you got the certificate from. My name is, you mention your name. Another sample credibility. My name is, you mention your name, and I've been verified on Facebook with 10,000 plus followers in, you mention the field, the relevant field. I'm a, you mention what you do, and I have X years of experience doing expertise. Doing, you mention your expertise. For example, if I am an accountant, I can say my name is Waliola Olaiwola, and I've been verified on Facebook with 10,000 plus followers in accounting. I'm a I'm an accountant, and I have 10 years of experience doing my accounting work. So that's a credibility. Another sample credibility. My name is, you mention your name, and I've been certified as, you mention it, by, you mention who gave you. I was awarded, you mention relevant award that you've gotten by, you mention the authority that gave you. Okay. Then the next thing you do in your body, in the body of your pitch, is to mention the case studies that you have. I have worked with ABC, XYZ, BNM, and I helped them achieve, you mention your result. So this is also very, very important because you are telling them why you are important and why your pitch is important. You are mentioning competitions, people, they are competitors, people you have worked with before, and you are mentioning what you helped them achieve. Another one, I have written sample articles in, you mention what clients would want to hear. For instance, if client is in real estate, you can say, I have written sample articles in real estate and published them on A, B, and C publications. I hope you know that A, B, and C are real estate publications already. Moving forward, another one, sample case study. When I first started working with ABC company, their social media was at maybe 0%, maybe 10%. Then our number of followers was zero. Now, 1 month later, I have successfully increased their followers to, let's say, 150 or 3,000, depending on the number you have helped them. I hope you know that this is a real figure. You are not going to be inventing anything. Although some people do it, but I feel it to be like someone is lying. So I do not lie in my pitches because sooner or later, lies always catches up. Lie always it always catches up. It always catch up. So we generated X number of leads too, and their sales skyrocket. So this means that I'm trying to talk in the language that my clients understand. They understand leads, the importance of leads, and they understand the importance of, having a skyrocket sales. The next thing you do after case study is to mention call to action. These are sample call to actions. I mean, you have already shown yourself as an expertise, you have shown your credibility and all that, you have shown case studies. The next thing is for you to tell them what you want them to do. Okay, I'm reaching out hoping you would want to work with me too, so I can assist you with, you mentioned your expertise. For instance, I'm reaching out hoping you want to work with me too, so I can assist you with content if you're a content writer. So I can assist you with your copy if you're a copywriter. So I can assist you with your website design if you're a website designer. I hope you get the gist now. Also, another sample call to action. I'm a freelance, let's say freelance writer or freelance copywriter or freelance graphics designer. And I'm reaching out to know if you are looking to hire someone to, now mention what they might need. Write your web content, write your blog post, write your product description, write your sales copy, or rewrite the ones you already have entirely. Another sample. I wanted to reach out and ask if I can help you or your company. Then you start mentioning your expertise. Design your website, build your landing page, build a sales funnel for your XYZ product. You must have been familiar with them to know this product or to know couple of some of their products. So you are offering to build them a sales funnel for the XYZ product. You're also offering to build your complete sales funnel setup for your lead generation campaign. So these are words, these are languages that are your lead that they understand. So if you use them, I can guarantee it. And especially if you can send up to 100 to 200 pitches per day in like a week, you would have landed a client. Sorry, you would have landed up to 10, between 10 to 20 clients. So, and your life will never remain the same. I can guarantee it. Then, sample conclusion. How do you conclude? After you have already told them about yourself, greeted them, complimented them, you have show case studies, you have show credibility and all that. So the last is you conclude. How do you conclude? These are sample conclusions. Number one, would you like to see some samples of my work? So it's one of the questions that clients might have in mind. That's okay. How do I know you really know what you are talking about? Another one, what time is convenient for you this week to jump on a quick call? So you can also make a suggestion. Would Friday be okay by 5 p.m.? You can, include that. Then lastly, a sample conclusion. How would you like to discuss your business needs based on my experience and expertise? So notice that in this conclusion, I'm asking them questions, meaning that you are asking them to be engaged. You are trying to engage them, with your pitch so that they don't just read, and delete, or they don't just read and, forget about you. So you ask them a question and open for them to answer. Then lastly, you finish your pitch with sincerely, you mention your name and you mention your position at your company. You can say sincerely, Wale Olawale, that's my name. So lead strategist, AFB Digital Agency. And that is the end. So I hope you have learned something new as regards sending, drafting and sending pitches to clients and to potential clients. So if you have gained something new, please leave a thumbs up for this video and subscribe to this channel so that anytime I release more amazing videos like this, so you'll be the first person to know about them. Thank you very much for your support, and I'll see you in another video, inshallah.